I'm muted. Of course I'm muted. Welcome along, Becca, Hannah, and Cambe. Yep, half my face is covered, so I couldn't even tell that I was bloody muted either, because I can't see my audio feeds because this thing is in the way. But it stops me sounding even worse than I already do. I'm Myra now. I am not going to make that joke because I'm in public. But I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Welcome in to everybody over on YouTube as well. It's been a while. My brain is frazzled. Stressful evening. And we'll get into it throughout the course of this one. So, those of you, I'm going to start off with a little bit of bad news. The aunt who we were keeping in our thoughts back at the start of the year, she passed away earlier this month, which is part of the reason why I've been a little bit further away than I ought to have been over the last little while. My mother-in-law, she is recovering well, and then I found out my other aunt died as well, so it's been a hot minute, shall we say, of like stressful stuff, and then my air fryer broke this evening, so that's the thing that's tipping me over the fucking edge. But it's like anything, isn't it? It will be fine. I do need to open up the port, actually, for all of the... Which one is it? Controller trigger. So that we have our card openings. Do I even have them on this scene? No, I don't. But we can fix that by doing that. There we go. Card openings are back. I'm a professional streamer. I don't have the friggin' money for KFC. 7 stream streak. Think of all the cards you can open. Yeah. So let me also very quickly try and figure out where the audio from this game is going to go. That's a good pack. Can we do a refresh of this? Is that a thing that's allowed? Oh, that is very quiet. We can't hear that. That, on the other hand, is a mediocre pack at best. So I've been doing what I always do when times get stressful. I've burrowed away, thrown myself into a project. I've rewritten the Sega Master System Lemmings engine in JavaScript. So this is not an emulator. This is my code. Yes, put Swampert in the bin. It belongs there. So that means I can play with a keyboard and mouse. Can still use controller if you like. But yeah, keyboard and mouse. Fantastic. So we're going to try and play through all the backported levels. It also means as well we can fast forward and play on... I say it's 2 times speed in the menu, it's actually 3 times speed. But controller's awkward. At the moment, let's just play keyboard. And this is also available to play. Just go to lemmings.trainersquidgy.com. No need to download anything. Just play the game there. We've got a multiplayer mode as well, which, from testing with my partner and me, is a little bit insane, shall we say. Because it's competitive Lemmings, the genre that nobody asked for, but we've got it anyway. That's what I'm really good at making. I'm good at making shit that nobody wants, but it tickles my brain. And if it tickles your own brain, that's all that really matters. Oh, you can't get to the hub these days, can you? There was a thing on the BBC News saying that, like, you can't get to the hub. Not that I would know. I'm perfectly innocent. Thank you for leaving a lurky. Best, or I was going to say best of luck with your MRIs. You know what I mean. I hope they go as well as you can hope they go. And in the meantime, we will say tea time in the ball country. Level 2 of the Mega Drive backports. Looks like this. It's kind of plain, isn't it? The mining skill is something that I have still to completely sync up animation-wise. But it's all working. I do need to double check that my YouTube chat is coming through. Yeah, it is. The ingestion stream contains multiple audio streams, but must only contain one audio stream. What the friggin' hell does that mean? Thank you for the happy birthday, Gamer Legend. Got a few more days to go of being this age. An unspecified definition somewhere between 18 and 6 million. Much audio, very strims. That's happening on the YouTube side, no idea why. I don't have the mental energy to fix it. I did a quick sound test. It sounds like me. And that's all we can really... Well, I suppose we can hope for sounding better than me, but we'll take what we can get. Yep, happy nth plus 1 birthday soon. I've got... Saturday is my birthday, not sure what I'm doing for said birthday on Saturday. Probably not a lot. Now, these levels are levels I'm not familiar with. I've made them, and I don't even know if all of them are possible, to be fair. So, we'll have to see. This one, by the way, the goals here, the Mega Drive levels are all very, very tiny. Although they will say it's just a vicious rumour. I'm kind of done with birthdays now. I've had 30 odd of them. That's enough birthdays for a lifetime. I thought I picked Builder there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want. Just a quiet day. So much shite has gone on in the last 6 weeks, call it. I just want a bit of friggin' peace and quiet at this point. I don't want to have to be dealing with the electrician out tomorrow, which is why I'm staying up overnight. See, my birthday was in exam season as well at school. So I had all the joys of doing exams on my birthday. I should be sensible here as well. I'm looking mostly at my left monitor, so let's have the game on the monitor. I'm looking mostly at the game, so let's have the game on the place where my camera is. This is Catch More Floaters. Really early level in the Mega Drive port. I think it's Fun 19. But this has a strategy which is more akin to late taxing. And we bollocksed it up there. You know what, let's just get all the lemmings out. And then we can deal with strategy. So the trick here is you can dig through this. This isn't actually as low down as you would think. That didn't do it. Also, I think I might need to change the engine slightly. We should not be turning like that on a dig into steel. Second Mew of the night. Oh, it was just because I messed up, wasn't it? You need to bash, my dude. It is weird playing this in widescreen as well. I decided to not go for the 4.3 engine. Or display, I should say. You do have 7 Mentos. You also have 7 Mewtwo. I do like Mentos, to be fair. Get him mining as soon as he lands, and then we should have more than enough wiggle room to get through the other bit. Mentos definitely would be an Ice-type Pokemon. You're not wrong. Being very careful to not send any of these gits to the left there. And this one is solved. Let's tab up, get them moving double quick. No slowdown in this swell until you get to like the thousands of lemmings in a level. I was about to say, do we have any ice grass types? And of course we do. Snover. Lemmings in the Attic. This is the superior version of Lemmings in the Attic because it's not a shit level compared to the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is just bash 4 times and hope for the best. There's probably some release rate shenanigans. They're gonna melt just like that. Yeah, sometimes you do gotta bash, but I think we failed this one. Yeah, this one's a good bit of deep penetration, isn't it? I'm hoping that's a bit of fizzy drink, Becca, and not the other thing that I just said. Didn't make it any clearer. Welcome in, Sentinel, Proxima. I can never remember which half of the username you use. I hope you're doing very well today. We're going to be trying to save the lemmings in levels that I don't know. And then we're also, at the same time, going to be playing on an engine that's held together with thoughts and prayers. Oh, step up distance in this difficulty is slightly... not in this difficulty, in this tile set. It's 1 pixel higher in the engine, and it's causing a bad time. Let's see what you get in your Gen 1 pack as I fluff up this level. A Rapidash is cool, Slowpoke's cool, and we've got a Butterfree. And then we've got Lileep. I think that's Lileep, Nosepass, and Trapinch. I can never ever quite get the difference between Lileep and Cradily better. Better? In my head. Words hard today. Much like every day. I think we do need to do some release rate shenanigans here, but bugger me if I know what they are at the moment. Ludicolo, Exploud, and bloody Darkrai. Shiny Tandemaus, people would beg for that. The Rock Thing, and the Beetle. Actually, are we supposed to go down a layer there? No, because then they'd get murdered. That ain't gonna do it. We're not even that far in. These are the fun levels and I'm walled. It's gonna be a tough night. I'm gonna get back to Fire Red Leaf, whichever version I bought, I can't remember. I'm gonna get back to it this week as well. Pick up where we left off. I don't even think there's humble in that brag. It's just a brag. Right, we have a big gap now. Can we take advantage of said big gap? Yes, we can. We're moving on. I can't remember. I think I got leaf green in the end. Oh, this level's a big pile of beeswank. Genuinely awful level. I got FOMO when I caved. I really don't want to do this level. Bloody hell. Another shiny. I will say this level is a good test of the engine that I've built. Because there's lots of collidey bits here. Which are prime for my code not being as it should. Oh, shit. Pay attention, Squidge. Not hard. Snom. I do like, and this card is years out of date. That's not what you're supposed to do. 3 drill. Welcome back, D1. We know what Twitch is like. It does love a good old crash. My favourite Pokemon card, not that I'm into the overpriced rectangles in the slightest, is Snom on a bench. So my collision's a little bit fucked with builders, but I'll take it for now. Snom on a bench. What crimes will he commit? All of them. Just a casual double Celebi there. Yeah, back to the frigging can-can. Everyone's favourite track. Have I built this in the right place? Time to see if we can mine through this. No, we fucking can't. We're probably supposed to, like, build up to there and go over the top. Thing is, I've done these levels on my second channel already, so this is, like, not new, it's not engaging, it's not wow. I genuinely, at this point, can't keep up with all the card openings either. Building levels aren't quite so egregious when you have fast forward built into the engine, I will say that. Oh, tits McGee. We'll skip this one for now, because I don't want to hear the can-can all day. Dark Dawn. Oh, what the fuck's going on here? We're missing some tiles. Wait, where have they gone? Who stole my tiles? Thank you, Seribot. You ate them. You both ate them, you greedy bastards. I've got the level editor open here. Try and find out where the fuck my tiles have gone. Well, they're right there. At least we've got a bit of Mozart playing in the background. Resources. At. Public. Bundled levels. What level number is this? Well, this one says it was saved last week. So let's give it an open, see what it says. I'll end that one. Bear with. I want to find out who's nicked me tiles. What level number are we? Extra 107. No, my tiles are there. Oh. Oh, I know what it is. I've left a friggin' trap there. So it's been overwritten. Right, Dark Dawn. This time, trapless. The tiles say return. Not that it would make a single iota of difference with how to complete this level. I don't even know if it's supposed to be a 20 of each, but we're rocking it anyway. You put the tiles back and it's so seamless. You can't tell they were stolen or eaten. Which says a lot more about your digestive systems than anything else. Oh, that caused a visceral, subconscious reaction, Kanbei. I hope the mic didn't pick that up. Right, so it says there are 20 lemmings. Oh, they're in groups. Right, what do we have next? Where do you see lemmings every fucking where in my sleep? Oh, it's this shithouse level. I do like this music, though. Have a good lurk, Kanbei. Thank you for popping in. Now, the next question is, how the fuck do we get up here? Your lurk top. Thank you for getting me up on your lurk top. Hannah, get out my brain. You really are in everyone's brain tonight. I'm not complaining. Too much. And then they should all just step up into the goal. And with that, we'll move on. We're out of the fun levels now. And we'll move on to the tricky replacement levels. Keep step. 10 of everything. There is, by the way, a publicly available level editor. So if you really want to fuck me over at some point... Oh! Right, that's a bug. So yeah, if you do want to fuck me over at some point with levels that you've made, that is also a possibility. I'm going to piss away a couple of builders here and make sure that we are hopefully at the right height to bash. Yes, we are. Where's my OBS gone? I'm just happy as well tonight that OBS isn't crashing. I take great pleasure in the small things in life, like actually being able to have a stable program. I'm up to Windows 11 now for my sins as well. Last time I tried streaming on main channel, it all got very fucked. And now this is fucked. Is there... Oh, technical issues. Don't you love them? It's fine. We reboot. No, we've done that. I've forgotten what we were up to. Level 10. What in the name of the sweet Lord Baby Jesus is this? You wouldn't be able to read bleeding chat if you could equip all your badges at once. Ice level, space level, who knows? Oh, you bitch. Actually, can we cheese this? No, we can't. The engine is more robust than I first thought. I really need to work on builder collision detection. Jesus. That'll be tonight's little project after finishing stream, figuring out why the fuck the builders aren't bonking when they should be bonking. I did have an issue with premature bonking, so I tried to fix it. But I think I might have gone too far to the way. I said what I said, and you know what I said. Oh, twat McGee. I do also have a theory that, Hannah, you've probably seen it because I posted it in our Discord server, where, depending on your primary swear, your secondary swear is completely different. Like, if you're a fuck person, and you're more likely to go for the big C word as your secondary, like, stronger swear. But if you're a shit like me, then you are far more likely to go for, like, a twat or something instead. This is the kind of high-quality conversation you come for. Whereas I'm more of a shit, and I use twat like it's going out of fashion. I feel like twat is the most underrated swear. Let's actually see what this climber does. This is one where the engine is working against us as well, to be fair. Like, not the way I've coded it, just the way the Master System engine works. For an unspecified definition of works. Because you need to have something under your left foot in order to dig. I could really go for some nuggets. I'm on metazapine. I live in a state of perma-hunger. This is why, as well, a lot of my Lemming stuff is pre-recorded. Because that way I get to edit out the general sheer incompetency of how I play. Every time someone says they're cheap, I just remember, whack, Kamikiku, competence is overrated, which is why I have so much fun. Every time someone says they're too cheap for something, I just, oh Jesus. I just think of the Noel Edmonds failure of a game show, cheap, cheap, cheap. Which was supposed to be, and I don't know how this made it past commissioning, it was a hybrid game show comedy. Genuinely think the Channel 4 people were on crack coming up with that idea. Welcome in, Rival Seeker. I hope you're doing very, very well today. Playing and generally incompetently trying to complete some Lemmings levels that I've already solved. I'm just under pressure of being live. This was supposed to be the warm-up section. I'm doing about as well as I could ask for. And you can't really ask for any more. That's why it's as well as you can ask for. Now, where are you going to go? That's good. Get down there. Unfortunately, some of these are going to have to take a bath. Now, if I was smarter, I'd probably find the exact spots. I hope that prototyping is going far better than this omni-shambles of a recreation of the Master System engine has gone. It's always the way, you don't spot the big bugs until you're live, and you're actually trying to do something with the thing you've built. Those of you who've been around since the early days of 2023, I suppose, on the Pokemon channel will know just how many times I've had to do an emergency code. Because my backporting skills are not quite as good as I think they are. Now listen here, you little shit. You were supposed to go on the row below. Live is the perfect time to spot the bugs, you're not wrong. How are we doing for time? Got more scam adverts coming in about 15 minutes. Yep. This is based on one game tick roughly every 16 visual frames. I don't need to piss away that one there, do I? Jesus Christ, 37 months, Kanbei. That is scary. Oh, Kamikiku, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Congratulations, Becky, you lurk for charity got one. Gasakov71, Crudler1, brilliant username. Greenlee19, Snowman06, Enhant1001, Dub, you've got one. I'm not sure if you're at work at the moment, but you did get a gifted sub. Snakebird Priestess, Becca Beckery, and D1. Thank you so much, Kamikiku. I don't have alerts for some reason going big and fancy. Where have they hidden? Let's try and find them. They'll be here somewhere. Or maybe they've just disappeared into the ether. Who knows? We've got a BRW thank you on this scene. Let's do that and then where's Mix It Up? Because I'd feel wrong not having the alerts play out. No, it's not a command, is it, you dingbat squidge? Where is it? Events. Sounds like it could be an event. Mass subscriptions gifted. What a corporate way to say people are very nice. We do this. Will it work? I'm going to be blunt and just say my entire motivation is autism. I'm making this. And thank you for the scam train and the 500. Thank you so much, Kamikiku. I have no idea why my alerts aren't working. I'm going to blame the fact that I've not streamed properly in a very long time. But yeah, the Master System version was the first version I ever played. So it always holds a special place for me. And I love messing around with things. Like, don't take this out of context. I'm a real fiddler, as it were. So I got the kick up the arse with it being the 35th anniversary of Lemmings this year to finish off the project to get the missing levels from the Master System into one game. And it kind of spiraled from there. I loved the Windows 95 version. It was such a held together with Hope and Prayer's version of the game. My trouble, Kanbei, is feature creep. Exactly, it did have interesting music as well. I can't remember if we had the 4 special graphics levels in, and if we did, if they played the proper music. I keep doing that dig there. We do not dig there, you dingbat. The thing I loved about them plonking all the MIDI files in for the music is it depended on what hardware you had as to what the game sounded like. I remember being very confused. And in hindsight, I shouldn't have been, because it's obvious that the Sega levels weren't going to be in other ports. But yeah, I was very confused as to where they were and what a beast of a level was. Thinking of feature creep, the next thing I'm going to add in is a bloody rewind and replay option. Thank you for queuing up the stuff on the prereqs, Kanbei. Have a very good sleep. I appreciate it is an unspecified time. Bloody hell, it's 5 to midnight already. 5 till midnight? 5 to 1. Oh, the one I'm thinking of might be different then. Mine was Lemmings for Windows 95 that I'm thinking of. I've just noticed my fancy water isn't coming through either. I must have done that on a build before this. We'll come back to that one later. It worked out really well, Becca. Why did I call you Hannah then? Let's see what you get in your TCG pack, Kamakiku. 2 paradoxes and a shifty. You are secretly everybody, Hannah. Oh, bloody hell. That's the wrong button. Not found. I should really rebuild this, but this stream was very impromptu, and I am in the middle of moving everything about. Thank you for the scam train as it leaves the station, Kamakiku. We have a hype chest, whatever one of those is. Serval Bop. That's a cat. By the way, Rival Seeker, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, I'm live on both places because I'm a big greedy bugger like that. I tell you what I'm going to do. This might not be sensible. I'm going to try rebuilding while I'm live. Seeing as we've got a commercial break coming up in a moment anyway. I do just need to do a teeny tiny bit of prep work for it. That's part of the reason why I stream on both, because Twitch is god-awful for me. Like, the quality of the stream is so bad. Whereas on YouTube, it's buttery smooth, but for other people, it's the other way around. Try to navigate through the absolute mess of crap that is my folder structure at the moment as well. Thank you, Kamakiku, for popping in and being very, very, very generous. And then going to sleep. It really is appreciated. I'm hoping to get back awake in the daytimes in the next couple of weeks so I can stream at a proper time. But we'll have to see. Best laid plans and all that, after all. I'm just very quickly trying to rebuild this to hopefully something a little bit more sensible. It might completely break it. But then again, it might not. I've never really touched Lemmings or Super Lemmings. I should do. But there's something about for its sins and the amount of jank the Master System version has, I've got such a bloody soft spot for it. Well, that rebuilt far better than I thought. Multiplayer button's still banjaxed, though, on this one. That's fine. Multiplayer's only for the web version. Very quickly, before we take a quick commercial break, this is the next part of the project. Getting Oh No More Lemmings on the Master System engine. This is going to be a big old endeavour. There's 100 levels I've got to do. I've just finished doing 100 levels. The difference is these all have tile sets I've got to make. But what time are we at? We are at commercial break time, unfortunately. So I'm going to press the button. I'll take my camera off. I'll have a waffle-ish while the camera is off. Have a quick stretch. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. In fact, I'm going to go to BRB for this one. Unfortunately, my quick fix hasn't quite worked in the way I'd hoped. Because I forgot I'd lumped them all in the extra. I've not sorted the levels out yet, but that's fine. What we can do in the meantime is test out the engine with more lemmings. So we'll get through the couple of tutorial levels first. And then I do need to work on the engine a little bit more. All of fun has been ported over now, if I've done it right, which is always 50-50 with me, innit? One thing that I do like about this version is you have the pre-buffer. So you can hold down the button and then when a lemming walks in your cursor, it will assign the skill. I'm going to open the window as well. It's a little bit warm in here. We've got perma can as well, which is annoying. I want chocolate now, Hannah. I mean, I think at any age it's perfectly acceptable to make up lyrics to instrumentals. Oh, this level's back to regular music. So yeah, I do need to sort out the minor X position. That's the position on the X-axis and not an X position for a minor. Two completely different things there. You'd have to have a bloody strong arm, Hannah. Oh, this does have the new water that I've animated. Because why not add terrible pixel artist onto the laundry list of other things that I do? It is a minor detail, you're not wrong. Just spam the builders. Builders, bashers. Miners, diggers, who do you think you are? Oh, we've got a bloody fast forward button. Let's take advantage of it. Just showing off there. Not that it's a hard thing to do, but still. It's the little things that give me pleasure. I do wish they'd picked another sound. The notification noise. I appreciate they couldn't, but it does kind of feel at the very end of a level like you're in a supermarket. I do have a big Lemmings video planned as well. I'm not sure if it's going to come off. It's a lot of moving parts with it, but I am trying to train a neural network to play this game. And We'll have to see if I'm able to do it. It's going to be a lot of coding that I don't really know, so there's going to be a lot of reading up. Oh, I can't stand the timed bomber levels. Genuine garbage of a design choice. Let's get back in centre of shot, nearly. I swear if this is a can-can as well. Oh, bloody Jesus. Yeah, a lot of it does come down to trial and error, which is the issue. How many lemmings are there in this version? Jeez. Becca, sleep, please. Unexpected item in the lemming area. And they keep on coming. Were you there for it, Becca, when they invented chocolate? When there's a visual hint, it's not as egregious as when it's just, there you go, try your best. I genuinely think the Still Mines of Kessel is the single worst level in all of Lemmings 1 at least. When we did the big marathon stream on Valentine's Day, that level, it broke my spirit. Because it was right at the end of stream. And it was the only level where I forced save states onto it. We're also racing through these levels. That still works if we go into Classic. I think it's Mayhem 26. That's fun, Squidge, you dingbat. Yeah, Mayhem 26. This horrible git of a level. One of the fun things about this port is full distance is set per level. Have a good sleep, Becca. I am currently trying to figure out a good salvage plan for this as well, because this stream is very scuffed at the moment. That one, yes, that one. Where there's a will, there is a bloody way. She's finding that bloody way. Let's see if I've picked the right audio output for that to start. It's a choice of two. I may have done, I may not have done. Who knows? Is that in reducing Super Lemming from Oh No More Lemmings? So I've still yet to play Oh No More Lemmings. Right, we have a problem, folks. I've just had a message through that I do need to deal with as well, unfortunately. So I am going to have to call it there, and I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Because I've had a very important message through that I do need to deal with. So apologies, I'm going to have to cut it very, very short. I'll catch you all tomorrow.